So today we will learn these many things. We will start from the beginning, what is programming, how we are giving program to our system, and how system understanding the coding language, and what is the difference between compiler and interpreter. And then we go for the Python. And before going to learn Python, we need to set up something in our system. Like we need to install some software to our system. We will also go through this, and then we will write our first code. And then we will also learn how we can install external packages to our Python. And we will also show the output or take the input from the user and display in the output. So these many things we are going to learn in day first. First, we are going to go through what is programming. So basically, if we talk about programming, when we want to communicate with anyone, we need some language. If I am here and you are in a call, we are using English language to communicate with each other. Similarly, program needs some language to communicate. We need some language to communicate with the system, because system will not understand Hindi or English or some mother tongue language. It needs some different language. So for programming language, we need like C, C++, Java or Python. There are multiple language in the market. So we need this language to communicate with our computer. So when we talk about computers or like this programming language, which is understandable to the computer, we come to this high level language and low level language. High level language means the language which we are using to give the instruction to the computer. Like we are using Python, we are using C or C++, multiple language we have. We are using these many softwares to give the instruction to the computer. So these are closer to the human language. So this is called high level language. But when we are giving our instruction by using these softwares, this converted into some machine language, which is understandable to the system. Then which this is called low level language. And we have some language which is already in low level language, we called assembly language or binary language, like machine language. We always encountered with these things like 0 and 1. 0 and 1 is like machine language. Computer is not understanding English language. They are understanding the machine language, like 0 and 1. So I will show you an example. Suppose this is a student. Yeah, this is a person. He gives input in high level language, like he is using Python. After giving the instruction in this form, this is known as source code. Basically, we called it instruction. This source code goes to the compiler or interpreter. Compiler or interpreter is our software. Like Python is our interpreter. C is our compiler. These are the software which which takes the high level language. It means the source code, and convert it into the low level language, which means a binary language, which is in the form of 0 1 0 1 0 1. And then it given to our system, and as per the instruction, system give us the output. So this is the complete flow of the programming. It will immediately happens. Now moving to our next thing, like compiler and interpreter. Like compiler and interpreter are two different softwares. Compiler means we are using some like software which is translating high level language to low level language. So for compiler, we have some software like C, C++, or Java. The difference between compiler and interpreter: compiler convert the entire program into the machine code once, and then you run it. So it means we have a book. For an example, we have a book. It read all the book and then give us the output. So compiler is running all the code at once and then give us the output. So it is faster than the interpreter. But when we have any error in our code, we will get the code at the end of the after completing all the execution, then we get the error. So this is like happening in the compiler, but interpreter translate the code line by line. It means it is slower than the compiler, but but it is like when there is any error, we get the error in the first line. Like at the first error we will get, when the error get, we immediately get the error. So it is easy to debug when we are using interpreter. So example of interpreter is like Python or JavaScript. So we are using Python. So it means we are working on the interpreter. When we are learning C or C++, then it means we are using compiler. So these are the difference between compiler and interpreter. Is there any doubt between compiler or interpreter?
Clear, Praveen.
Okay. Now, for an example, there is a programmer. He write a program for like so he writes some program to create an application. Like he create a banking application. So when he create the banking application, he uses some interpreter and created a interface. Interface means easy to understand environment. So the end user just use the interface and give the instruction to the computer, which is easy to understand. It is like in a simple English word. He don't know what is happening in the backend. So this means interface. Now, what is happening? Like the end user giving like he want to take 5,000 rupees from the bank. So he gives his like PIN code and bank account number. So at the back end, the bank server check into the database and check whether this account number is available in the bank or not. And he check the amount is available in his account or not. After that, he receives the message and then give the output to the end user. So this is happening at the front end by using interface, but at the back end, some different thing is happening, which is not visible to the end user. Now we are going to our like what is Python and why we are going to learn Python. So basically, Python is a high level programming language, or it is created by Guido and Rossum in late 1980s, and it is very easy to understand. Like if we go through any other programming language like C or C++ or Java, these are very hard to understand. Their words and their syntax are very difficult, but Python is very easy. Their syntax and their code is like English word, so it is very easier to understand, and it is completely free. It is like open source. Open source means you can use the Python syntax to make your own program. You can use this language and you can create your own program. So it means it is open source and it is free. Now you can use it in either in Windows or in Linux or even in Mac. You can use anywhere, any operating system. And if we compare with any other high level language like C or C++ or Java, in Python, we need to write very less lines of code to do the same task if we are doing in Java or in C++. Now we are going to how to install Python interpreter to our system. So I have given this link. So first we need to download the Python. Let me open this link. So we need to install this Python first. So basically this is the Python interpreter. So I have already created a folder, and inside that folder I have like pasted all the software here. So this is the Python interpreter, which you will get when you download this from here. So I'm using Python 3.13.5. So if you install this software, it will look like if you search here Python, you will get this Python 3.13. This is the software. So let me open this first. So if you open this software, and I'm holding the control button and scrolling for zoom in and zoom out. So this is the simple Python shell. Shell means this is like CMD, like Linux or CMD. Here you need to just write your code. For an example, I'm giving here 3 plus 5. So it will give me the 8. Okay, if I give 11 minus 9, it will give 2. So this is basically Python cell. In this cell, you cannot like save your file. You can give only one line of code. If I write here print hello world, print means you are showing the word or text which is written inside the parenthesis. So print is a function which is pre-built function in Python to display your statement in the output. So if I'm pressing enter, it will show me hello world. So basically this is the Python cell. Now one more thing we have, if we want to create our own file, like we can save it at any location in our local. So you need to type here Python and there is IDLE, IDLA. If you open this, you need to go here, like in a file, you need to create a new file. Then you can write your code. So here I'm giving print hello, and after enter, I'm giving something like hi, and then print. So I have given 3 lines of code here, and I'm just saving this file. And I'm saving it in the D1 location. And one thing to remember, the extension of Python file is .py. So whenever you see .py, it means this is the Python file. Now I'm saving it. And from here, you can run the module. Run the module. So you will see here, there is 3 lines, hello, hi, and world. So it means you can give multiple line of code here. And if you run this, it will run a whole code. So basically these two things are available, Python shell and IDLE. These two things are available when you download this Python 3.1, 3.5.
One
Okay.
is cell, one more is what is the other
One
one?
is one is the IDLE.
Okay, see, basically in cell, can't we save it?
In cell we cannot save it. In
Okay,
Python
in
shell,
ideally we can save it.
yeah, we can save it. We can create a file
Okay,
and we can give multiple lines of code.
okay.
Okay. But as per like when we go for any real life project, we are not using this basic IDLE or basic Python shell. We are using some third party tools. So for that, we have Anaconda distribution IDE. IDE means integrated development environment. Basically, it is creating an environment for writing your Python code. Okay. So for that, we have this link. I'm just pasting it into Chrome here. So if you need to download this like distribution installer, and it will look like this. I have pasted here Anaconda, and then you need to install this. It will take hardly like 5 to 10 minutes. So if you install this, you need to search here Anaconda. So there is two ways. One is the Anaconda Navigator, one is the Anaconda prompt. So first I am just clicking on this Anaconda Navigator. Yeah, now it's open. So when you open the Anaconda Navigator, you have multiple things. You have PyCharm. PyCharm is also a different IDE. So because in industry, like in real life project, we are mostly using Jupyter or VS Code. So what you need to, for either you can just click on this launch, it will open this Jupyter Notebook. So this is our Jupyter Notebook. So this here we will practice all the coding and thing. So I have like shown you one way to open this Jupyter, but we will not use this way to open the Anaconda Navigator and then click on the launch button. This is like time taking process. I will use different way. So let me close this first. I have closed this. We will search here Anaconda prompt. We will use this Anaconda prompt. Let me close it again. I think we have opened 2 times. Now inside this Anaconda prompt is like CMD command only. So for an example, I want to create a file in this location, in this day 1 location. Okay, in the day 1 location. So what we need to do, we need to copy this address and we need to write here CD and then paste. So we moved into this like this day 1 folder. Okay, CD for change directory. Now we are creating a Jupyter notebook file. So you need to write here Jupyter space notebook. So it will open the same thing, but this time we are using Anaconda prompt.
Okay.
So here we have file. Inside the file we have many things like we have console, we have notepad, we have terminal, we have multiple things. So we will use only this notepad and we will use this terminal. Terminal for like when we want to install some external packages to our Python. Basically not Python, basically for Jupyter Notebook. So we will use this terminal. Terminal is like CMD, like command prompt like interface, and notepad is like where we will write our code. And if you want to create file, either you can click from here or you can click from here also, new, and then you have to click on this. And if you already have any file and you want to upload here, you need to click here. Upload means like you have some other location and you want to upload it into Jupyter Notebook, and it will create here in this location, day 1 location. In the running, if you see here in the running, sometime when you are running your code, so there is a kernel. Kernel means it is a we can say it is a backend software which is running for executing your code. So here you will see all the kernels, and if you open any terminals, it will show here. So these are like backend things. You don't need to do anything in this running. So in the file, we need to just click on this new, and you need to click on this Python. So here you have created a untitled dot IPYNB. When you are creating the Jupyter notebook file, the file extension is IPYNB. This is different. Okay, this is different. So, but whenever you are creating normal Python file, the file extension is .py. Now here you will see this notebook.
Okay.
This is your notebook. Let me close this. Now here, first you click on this untitled. You can give the name to your this file. So I am giving here first Jupyter file, and then you can also give spaces. There is no need to like uh, write it without space. Now here you have multiple things like these are the cells available. Cells basically we can say here we can write our code. And if you want, like for an example, I'm writing a print, and in the double quote, I'm writing hello world. So if you want to run this, you need to like press this button, run this cell, or you need to go here and run on this selected cell. You can directly press shift or enter. If you press shift or enter, it will automatically execute the code. And sometime when we are using this notepad, we are creating like a document like which is easy to understandable. Like we are giving some titles. So we need to use here like has and then title. After space, you need to give the title. So whenever you are giving this title, you can here in this code, you can give it markdown. So markdown means it convert into a heading. Now, if you run this, it will create a title. It is not a code, it is a title. And if you give double hash or triple hash and run it, it will be smaller heading. Okay, and if you want a raw thing like same as it is what you have written, you have to give here raw. So it is a raw, just like you have written it. So basically we are creating some headings, and we are like inside that heading we are writing our code. For an example, I'm writing here print hi And when I press shift or enter, it will execute this thing. So after writing everything, you need to save it. Here you need to save this notebook. And if you save this notebook, it will show in here in the folders, in the folder where we have created our, like, this is your Jupyter Notebook file, IPYNB. Now I'm closing this and I am going for another IDE. If I open this PPT, yeah, we have another IDE which is Virtual Studio Code. This is also very useful whenever you are creating your project. So I'm just opening it into a Chrome. So here you have Visual Studio Code. As per your operating system, you need to download. So I just clicked on this window 10 or 11. So it looks like this. This is our Visual Studio Code. So you need to install this in your system. After installing, you need to search here VS Code or Visual Studio Code. So this is the interface of this Visual Studio Code. You need to click on this Explorer. If you click on this Explorer, it will show in which folder currently you are. So currently I am in a day1 folder. Or here you have some other options, like if you want to integrate with the GitHub, you can integrate with the GitHub here. If you want to run and debug the code, you can choose this option. And if you want to download some external extension, you can download from here. Basically, this VS Code is not for only Python. You can use it for multiple things, like for HTML, for C programming, JavaScript. For multiple things, we can use this VS Code. And we can also integrate with Power BI. Here we have a Power BI Studio, so we can integrate with it. So as of now, we are
Okay.
just in the file. We need to open the folder. We need to select this folder, day1, and we are now in the day1 folder. Now, if I click on this plus new file button, it will create a new file. Now I'm just writing here first VS Code file. And after that, you need to give .py. This is very important for creating Python file. So now you will see here, this is your Python file here. If I write here print, write here hi, you need to press on this plus run button. See here, this is the output. Okay. So this is the output window for VS Code. Now, one thing is important whenever you are installing this VS Code, and sometime you are not this run button is not visible because your Python is not properly installed, which is compatible with this VS Code. So in that case, you need to close this terminal. You need to go to this terminal. You need to go there new terminal. And in the new terminal, when you write Python, if Python is successfully installed, it will show like this. If it is not successfully installed, it will move it to your Microsoft store. Like here, you will go there. Inside that, you will navigate to the Python. So you will go there. You need to install Python from this Microsoft store. So as of now, I'm searching for Python 3.13. So you need to install this Python 3, either 3.12 or any of Python you need to install. So sometime VS Code is not this Python is not working in the VS Code, then you need to install this.